Misfit Monsters, Runaway Monsters, by Ms. Whimsy. Once there was a little werewolf, all that one should be, with a snout and hair all over, without one single flea. But he knew he was different. He might as well be a raccoon, because he liked anything, just about anything, more than howling at the moon. He cried because he was different. He felt he never would fit in. He never felt he was good enough. He wasn't happy in his skin. See, howling hurt his ears. It's just the way things was. When others asked him why, all he could say was just, because once there was a little witch. She was all that she should be, with a pointed hat and a cackle, skin the color of a pea. But in one way she was different. She felt she was not good enough. One witchy thing that witches do, she found really tough. She used her broom for sweeping, not for soaring in the sky, for nothing scared her more than flying way up high. Once there was a little vampire. He was all that he should be, pale and caped with two little fangs, and a thirsty little glee. He loved to guzzle and quench his thirst, but not the way you think, because fruit punch was what he craved, his perfect tasty drink. He knew that this just wasn't right. He wasn't like the others. He longed to be normal and fit in, like his vampire brothers. Sometimes you want to run away and hide from everyone. Sometimes you can't hide your tears. Sometimes your strength is done. Our little werewolf felt like this, one sad and tearful day. So he packed up all his favorite things, and up and ran away. He stumbled through the dark, dark woods. He tumbled through a ditch. Then our little werewolf came upon, our crying little witch. She sat beneath a tree, tears pouring down her cheeks. She surely was the saddest thing the werewolf saw in weeks.
Why do you cry, O little witch?
He asked sympathetically.
Why do you weep while the world does sleep? Whatever can it be?
I've lost my cat,
she said through her sobs.
She's up upon this limb. She's in this tree. Oh, can't you see? My chance of recovering her is slim.
The kitten shook up in the tree, its face a sorrowful frown. Oh, golly gee. It was plain to he. She was too frightened to come down.
But you can fly,
the werewolf declared.
Fly high upon your broom. Surely, dear, your solution is here. No need for doom and gloom.
I am afraid,
said the little witch.
I'm so scared to fly up high. Oh, my kitten, she shakes. Oh, look at her quake. Surely her end is nigh.
I have a plan,
the werewolf declared.
To calm your cat a little, she will calm down. Please don't you frown. I'll soothe her with my fiddle.
See, the werewolf had a talent. He played music sweet and grand, a special lovely gift, magic in his hands. He played a soothing melody that drifted toward the tree. Soon the kitten calmed herself and climbed right down to he. She then jumped over to the witch and kissed her on her nose. The little witch felt relief from her head right to her toes. She then thanked our little werewolf for the help that he did lend. She smiled sweetly, and he knew he had made a friend. They discussed the things that ailed them, strolling through a field of heather. Then the werewolf turned to the little witch and said,
Let's run away together.
They roamed through fields and hills and woods, and then they reached the sea. And there appeared our little vampire underneath a tree.
He looks sad,
declared the werewolf.
He is crying into his drink. He looks so blue. To what does that do? Little witch, what do you think?
Can't you see?
She said to him.
This doesn't take no voodoo. It is plain to me, upon his knee, the vampire has a boo-boo.
The witch rushed to comfort him.
Don't cry.
She did say,
It's just a scrape. You're not in terrible shape. A simple band-aid will keep the blood at bay.
Blood.
the vampire gasped.
Oh, I simply cannot look. Blood and gore, things I do not adore. My goose is surely cooked.
Now the vampire looked quite green. But our little witch was not a healing rookie. He was crying harder than she had ever seen. She knew he was about to toss his cookies.
I can't handle that.
He stammered.
Not in boo-boos or for lunch. I guess I'm just a brat, but I'd rather drink fruit punch.
I understand.
Said the witch, in a kind and gentle tone.
But do not fear, for we're here. You're not alone.
The little witch then opened her bag, and through it she did sift. She pulled out bandages and medical supplies. For she too had a gift. She lay out clean bandages. She ground things into paste. She went right to work upon that boo-boo. No time did she waste. The vampire stood up carefully and tried his injured limb. The memory of his boo-boo soon became far away and dim. He wiggled his bandaged leg. He shook it this way and that. Then he hugged the little witch and even pet her cat. When he turned to the werewolf, a smile he did send. And then our witch and our werewolf knew they had made another friend. They travelled over many hills, through fields and forests too. And soon the sky that started bright was no longer clear and blue. The sky went dark and cloudy, and lightning cracked the sky. And then our little trio all began to cry.
I'm wet.
Sobbed the werewolf.
I'm cold.
The witch did weep.
I have to go potty.
The vampire whimpered.
And I want to go to sleep.
They stumbled past another hill. The witch tripped and tore her blouse. Then our three came upon a cheerful-looking house.
Hello!
Called the werewolf.
Is anyone here?
Asked the witch.
Can we come in?
Cried the vampire, doing a gotta-go dance in the ditch.
Come in!
Came a voice. They then entered and met their host. They found the voice belonged to a smiling little ghost. The ghost handed them warm towels and made them cups of steaming tea. He showed the vampire to the bathroom so he could finally pee. The ghost listened to their stories. He listened to their tale. Nature sounded against the roof. Raindrops mixed with hail. The ghost smiled softly at the three. He beckoned them to come near. He said,
Listen here to me. Let me crush your fears. You are special being simply who you are. You are special in the things that you are good. You are special in the things you can't do very well. You are special in the ways that you should. You are special in the things you love and the things you don't like very well. Be yourself and embrace all your differences. Stand on that hill and yell, I am me. And that is beautiful. I don't want to be like you. I may like different music or art or accordions. I may color my hair bright blue. You are special and unique, and that is plain to see. But remember, you are best at being you, just like I am best at being me.
The werewolf looked at the witch. The witch looked at the vampire. To tell you they weren't missing home would make me a icky-yicky liar,
I know that I am different,
said the werewolf.
but maybe that is okay. I know my mother smiles when my fiddle starts to play. I know my father kisses my head and tells me I am funny. And my grandmother always tells me no one has a more beautiful tummy.
My aunt says I am kind.
Said the witch.
I am always helping others. I have healing in my hands, says my sisters and my brothers. I'm scared of flying, but I don't mind catching a spider. And nobody makes a better glass of fresh pressed apple cider.
The vampire smiled to himself and said,
I love to draw all day. Anything you think of I can draw. It's my favorite kind of play. I'm always kind to animals.
They always love me in return, and I make rich and creamy butter with my Nana's butter churn.
I miss my home,
said the little witch.
We must get home at any cost. But I'm afraid we have one hitch. We are clearly lost.
Don't worry,
said the ghost.
Getting home will be a snap. I'll give you the directions. The vampire will draw a map.
And draw a map he did with all the trees and rocks, with trails and snails and trains and rails, and the home of a kindly fox. They set out then upon their quest, to go back to their home, to go back where they had love and care, and they felt much less all alone. They knew they were different, but that's fine and exciting too, because isn't it wonderful that you are the only one, the one and only you? The end.
Thank you for joining us, my wonderful little Wiggleworts. I hope you loved that tale as much as Little Bear did. If you had fun, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you'll never miss another magical moment. Because here at Whimsy Wart Tales, there's always a new giggle, just around the bend. So keep your warts wiggling and your stories twinkling. See you next time.